Hey guys, it's me. I was having a wee think. Couple of people talk to you when they're thinking of setting up a channel, and sometimes they even talk to small guys like me. Sort of like when they're not even existing guys, you know? It's sort of like I've had people come up to me and ask me questions and stuff. And one question actually came back to my mind recently when I was watching a particular video today. Basically, they were like, what do you do about channel identity? Is it. And then, while thinking about that, earlier today I was watching a video by Young Ye. There's a good YouTuber. You should definitely hit that guy with a subscription, or at least watch some of his content. He does good stuff. It's good analytical, good news, good views. And he's got decent screen presence. Anyway. So he was saying that he used to be really big on following the Metal Gears for his channel. He was a big Metal Gear channel, and that's what he based a lot of his stuff on. He's always had like Metal Gear in the background, and a lot of his subscriber base, has come to him expecting, stuff to do with Metal Gear Solid, whichever one it was. And then, Konami did the dirty on Hideo Kojima. You know the story. So he moved away from having so much Metal Gear stuff to practically having no Metal Gear stuff on his channel anymore, and had to diversify his image. And this seems to be more and more a thing. We've seen recently that like a lot of Destiny 2 channels have stopped having Destiny 2 content baked in. Because Destiny 2, as far as a lot of people are concerned, have basically just taken a really scummy route and just done a lot of horrible things to their player base. And there's a good number of Destiny 2 YouTubers of various sizes who just don't feel like they want to make content anymore. And that's really sad that, that Activision and Bungie have moved these, YouTubers into a place where they just feel like they don't want to make anything for a game that they were obviously infused about. I mean, a lot of these Destiny 2 channels came from being Destiny channels. I mean, I myself, I had Destiny and I loved it. Briefly. I've spoken of, how Destiny, in my opinion, turned really sour, but other people pushed on and loved it, and that's great. More power to them. And then they get the people who built the channel around the Division, and we've seen the Division go up and down, up and down. I mean, I love the Division. I still dip in occasionally and play it. I know it's not fashionable to like the Division, but there's some players out there, and some YouTubers, who come out and they cover all the new patches, and they cover whenever they fix things and buff weapons and nerf weapons and so on and so forth, and try to show you the best builds for your weapon sets and your armor and all the rest of it and all your repowers, and try to make sure that people in the community get the best out of it. But there are a number of gamers who are YouTubers who have drifted away from the Division, because some of them have felt that either A, it's not getting the views because there's not enough of a player base, even though the player base has seen an uptick recently, but it's an unreliable game to base your channel upon because it's continually moving up and down. And then that set me to thinking about Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I love Grand Theft Auto Online, but recently, the way it's been handled by Take-Two, it's not been pretty. I mean, you have the shark card to get anything decent, and once you got this, once you start doing that, then it just becomes who has the most stuff, who has the most amount of money to spend on the game. We all know the whales argument, And it's like guys and girls going out there and buying shark cards, and spending the equivalent amount of, say, 80 quid to have like a special apartment or a bunker or what have you, or a base, or you know, or a part of a skyscraper, so they can have like a free tier multi-floor garage. And it's like, you know, I don't believe in shark cards. I bought one once, and the only reason I bought it is because there was this really sweet ride. It was like this sort of late 60s, early sort of hearse with this corpse climbing out the back that you can see through the window. And I was like, that is so metal. I want that. You know, and I loved the look of it. And I went and bought a shark card to get it, but I got the math wrong and I got the wrong shark card, so I couldn't afford the vehicle. So I was like, do I want to go and buy another shark card? TF, what? No, get off. So I just didn't buy the shark card. I didn't have the vehicle. You know, obviously I spent the GTA money. I mean, that's kind of what you do. But the whole problem that's happened with GTA, as far as the money is concerned, never mind everything else, is that it's just, yeah, you buy the stuff, but you never get to feel rich. You rent everything, except the cars. The cars and the clothes, they're yours, right? But you rent your apartment. You rent your businesses, you know. I think once you have the motorcycle club, that's yours. Big whoop, you know. But like if you're a CEO, you rent that office space in the Maze Bank building. When you have the bunkers, I believe you rent those as well. And there's certain bits of content, vehicles and mission modes and such, that if you do not have that space, you know, the bunkers or whatever, then you don't have those things. Like, there's a car that like looks a bit like a DeLorean that flies about the joint. If you don't have a particular space bought with Grand Theft Auto money, then you can't buy that car. So basically, you're the gatekeeping content behind paywalls. That's not how Grand Theft Auto started, but that's certainly how it's ended up. I mean, look how much it takes to buy a pair of jeans or a t-shirt in that game. The prices are ridiculous. And the grind, you know, I mean, I like grinding. Grinding's what you do when you're an old gamer like me. I mean, I'm 43. I know about grinding. You know, me and Wiggy, we're grinding boys. You know, give money. No, you earn the money in game. We're from a time, right, when to get a costume, an alternate costume for a character, you played more of the game. You didn't go online, plop in your credit card details, and give them about 10 quid to get like a bunch of costumes as a pack, and maybe about 2 of them you want. Nah. It's just like that's just insanity. I just can't get behind that at all. So, you know, it's like there's all these YouTube channels that have centered themselves around one particular game. So I suppose the main thing I would say to you, if you're starting a new channel and you're one of those people that spoke to me, or you were going to come and speak to me if you ever saw me at an event like, say, Gabes Expo, Glasgow Gabes Expo, or the next, the next Insomnia. I mean, there'll hopefully be one this year in Insomnia Scotland. I hope so, because I rather enjoyed myself last year. If you were to come to me and ask me, you know, admittedly, I'm probably slightly taking away from that question, but you can come and get more details. You know, what's the best thing to do when starting a YouTube channel? For me personally, I would say, one, make sure that if you're going to be doing a gaming channel, you have a direction, but don't nail yourself to one particular game or one particular system, because the market moves. It's fickle. Okay, maybe you could be just a PlayStation guy or just be an Xbox guy. That's fair enough. But I would urge you not to be just a Nintendo guy, because unless you're part of the Nintendo partnership program, then every time you stick up some of their content, Nintendo would copyright slap you. But then again, even if you are part of the program, Nintendo takes a bit of the monies. And then it gets even worse, because if you're small time, under 1,000 subscribers, as what's going to happen by the end of the month, you're not going to make any money from your content anyway. But I bet you, if you made YouTube Nintendo content at under 1,000 subscribers, that the ads that YouTube would put in, without you being, allowed to monetize, bet you Nintendo would take some of that cut. I bet you. So yeah, I'd say stay clear of Nintendo. Fine, do Sony or Microsoft. PC if you like. Hell, even mobile. If you've got a way to capture mobile games and you want to make gaming talk about that, go for it. But the fact of the matter is that one, YouTube is going to hurt new channels, because new channels take a long time to get going unless you've got some sort of really interesting gimmick that no one's ever come out with. And let's face it, this stage of the game, with YouTube being as old as it is and gaming as old as it is, that's a really small chance. So, you're not going to make any money. You're going to have a hard time making new content. And you're going to have a hard time getting noticed. I would almost be encouraged to say to you, don't start a gaming channel. And if you do it for the same reasons I do. That you love gaming and you want to talk about gaming. And to hang with viewing figures and AdSense and all the rest of it, because that's going away. Now, yeah, up until that deadline hits, I'm going to be monetizing my videos. But the only reason I monetize the videos is because I can. And it's because it makes the channel look a little bit more, professional. And I put the work in here, I don't make as many videos as I would like to at the minute, just because of work and stuff. But, I've got a proper intro, I've got green screen, I've got years and years of gaming knowledge in this here noggin. So, yeah, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I just thought I'd share a thought or two with you. If you have any thoughts of your own upon what I've discussed, please typey down below. And, a few extra subscribers would be quite handy right about now, because, I could do it. We all could. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. Rate, favourite, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, as always, nay bother.